We got Pete.
I guess it's
Pete Tamez. Tamez? Is it Tamez or Tamez?
It's Tamez.
Tamez.
Yeah,
Tamez. Oh, Tamez.
Yeah, it's not Tamez, but it's fine. It's been
works?
done before.
It works?
No, it does not, but
No?
it's been
Okay.
done before.
Yeah.
Tamez.
So
Tamez
it's-
is the name.
Tamez.
Accent on the
It's actually
second syllable.
Pedro Rolando Tamez III.
Oh.
Pete is easy for the universal.
Yeah, like a royalties
Yeah,
name,
that
dude.
is.
It's like
Yeah.
Conquistador.
Conquistador.
So in
yeah.
Spanish, so the American is junior, second, third, or third, fourth. How in Spanish is it the third or
The
tres,
third. The third. There's 3 eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the third.
Is it? Do you
I
say
am
the
the
third?
tercero.
No, I say Pete.
Pete.
Yeah, I say Pete, dude. Like,
Pete.
So what's your full name again?
Pedro Rolando Tamez III.
Oh God, I want to take my clothes
But
off.
you got to
That's
throw
doesn't it?
you got to throw in your mother's maiden name too if you're doing the Spanish.
Yeah, I
right?
could throw Aviar.
Oh,
but-
there you go.
but, yeah,
now it's
that's
more
a-
royal.
I tried to name my kid Aviar, but my wife said, I can't pronounce that. I was like, that's the perfect reason.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
whatever.
Exactly. We can talk shit behind your back.
Yeah.
Yay.
So
Don't talk about
Pete, strong
Yes.
Pete. I call him what? Strong ass Pete.
Farmer
I swear,
grip.
I swear. That's
Yeah,
how
you
I
showed
have.
that to
That's how I
me.
have him
Yeah.
on my phone. Like
Strong
it
grip.
says, Pete, strong ass Pete. Like
Strong. Yeah.
because that's the only
like
way.
I think
Sandbagger
that's funny,
Johnny.
though.
Like sandbagger Pete? No, he's not a
No.
sandbagger.
No, I'm not saying he's a
Wait.
sandbagger.
Wait, but
because
are-
there are a lot of people on this planet that actually have character,
Oh, like
and
You-
there's some
like-
people that don't.
Like-
Pete is a person of character, and
Yeah,
Pete,
man.
if I could have you speak in that microphone like
Oh.
you're making love to it,
Oh, yeah.
then we're good.
Oh yeah.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah.
Oh,
There you
damn.
go.
You like that?
Ooh.
Massaging.
Ooh, that was kind
That's
of
for
sexy.
you.
That got
That's
really
for you.
sexy.
If you
That got
see,
sexy
hey,
really
real
quick.
quick though, if y'all see me
Donkey
jerking around, I'm
shit.
starting to get some Charlie horses in my hamstrings. so
Sure. It's the
all
voice.
this,
It's
all
the
this
voice.
baritone.
The camera's on you the whole
Yeah.
podcast.
I
see
changed
me
the voice.
twitching,
He
I'm
starts
having
twitching
cramps.
down below.
All this
Damn.
baritone's got you massaging your thighs, dude. What's going on?
Hey, he brought that tone down.
Yeah, you can. Well, that's the only tone I got. Mono.
Mano a mano, bro.
Mono. Yeah, no, it is what it is.
All right, Pete. Question.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
You have a professional title. Share this professional title, because the
Oh.
first time
So, professional title
Yes.
is Farmer Pete.
Farmer Pete.
Farmer Pete. Why is that
Why
funny?
is that funny?
It's not. It,
Why, wait,
sorry.
hold on. Why
Yeah.
is that funny?
I worked hard on that, and you're just gonna
It's his title.
right at me?
It's like no shit, like doctor.
okay, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Queen
did
of
it-
Dragons,
No,
Mother
it's a
of
great
Chains,
title. I'm sorry.
Farmer
No.
Pete.
Farmer Pete. So the story comes about there was a dog named Pete on the property that I first started farming. And they started saying, Pete, Pete. They were used to that. So I'd come from the farm and be like, hey, what's going on? They were like, we're calling the dog. I'm like, all right.
How many Pete's working on
they
this farm?
So they added farmer to it. And so then it became Farmer Pete. And that's what I got known as for like the last, I don't know, 8 years maybe.
But you do farm though.
I do farm. That is
Yeah.
my
Profession.
profession. Yeah, I retired from EMS and I started farming.
Did I
What
ask-
was that? Hold on. Was that dog also a farmer though? I have to
mean,
ask, right? He
what-
lives and
what
works
kind of
on the
dog was
farm,
it?
right?
Like I'm wondering.
An Aussie.
Oh, nausea.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a working dog.
That's
then.
a working
That's
dog.
a
It
working
wasn't
dog.
my working
Yeah,
dog.
how did the
but-
dog not get confused? Do they say
Sounds like there's two Farmer Pete's on this.
Well, because it was
farm.
Pete and then Farmer Pete. That's
I mean, the
I'm
dog
not-
was probably like, I'm.
They
farmer.
screamed it the same way too. So they're like, Pete,
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
who actually was there first?
he the dog.
Then dog gets precedent.
Right. He didn't get the nickname.
You flexed on this
He-
dog,
Yeah.
Pete.
It's
no,
like,
he
instead
got
of Pete
he
1,
stuck.
Pete 2.
He stuck with the name Pete. He didn't get no nickname or anything. It's Pete.
They didn't have to add.
They didn't have to
extra.
add. They didn't say Dog Pete, Dog Pete, because he's a dog. They're like Farmer Pete, dude. Like the guy who farms, and his name Pete back there.
Could you imagine if every animal was Pete, the duck, the cow, the chicken? Oh
I think
my
there's
gosh.
Pete the cat. That's a book. So
It probably is.
yeah,
Is
I got a couple of other whatever.
What
but-
nicknames? You got
Yeah.
other nicknames. Let's hear them.
Well, there was like paramedic Pete because I did paramedicine. Like,
EMS
it was just Pete just kind of
Pete.
flowed with anything.
Yeah,
yeah. EMS Pete.
Yeah. PMS.
This is like Bob the Builder characters.
Yeah. That was his joke. That was his joke.
Bob the Builder,
Bob
paramedic,
the Builder.
Jiu-Jitsu
Yeah.
Pete.
Jiu-Jitsu Pete.
It's the
Jiu-Jitsu
same
Pete?
character.
It's the same character. He just changed his uniform. He just changed his
The worst toy
clothes.
ever.
Just nope.
It's like dirty jobs up in here. Dude. What's going on? It's like dirty jobs. What is it?
Imagine
Yeah,
a
just
kid
put
get
it
that
on.
toy.
We're gonna start a show.
Is this
Hey, why
undercover
not?
boss?
Yeah. Or if you see Pete's Taco, Pete's Piano Bar, all those, I do all those too.
For
right?
profit.
For profit.
For profit.
How long have you been farming?
Farming for a profession, probably 8 years. Gardening in general, 10.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so like we started going full scale. I left EMS in 17 at the end of 2016,
Oh wow.
and then that was it, dude. We
So when you say
growing
you
up.
pulled the plug, you dropped the
When I say
parachute,
we-
what are you doing? Like
yeah, I'm pulling the parachute, man. I jumped out, and we left-
Paratrooper Pete up in here.
Parachute.
Yeah, we cut
Airborne
ties
Pete.
with
Yeah.
like society for the most part. We did off grid as much as we could with
Yeah.
having kids, and so
yeah.
no regular job. I left EMS. I retired from that, and then we went off and started a farm, feed ourselves. Let's see, homeschool, everything we could. Like if I could live in the 1400s, that's where I'd be.
You'd be all right.
Born
I'd
in the
be
wrong
all right,
century,
dude.
man.
I'd be-
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
would not want to live in the 1400s.
Well, a lot of
Because
people die.
Could you imagine these big Viking guys
Spanish
coming over,
flu.
whoever, these big battle axes
Yeah,
and the
dude.
women, and they pillage you and they do things to you
Conquista-
that I can't
he,
see on
he
podcasts?
would have been a
I
conquistador,
would have been,
bro.
Yeah.
Could
I,
you
I was
Come
part
on.
of those guys.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, you did that to my
No.
people.
Well, my peoples.
My
I did that to my
peoples.
own people.
Oh wow, that's
That's
another
like we're
hardcore.
going
He's
full
on both
circle.
sides. He's on both
Yeah.
sides of the
Well,
conquista,
when you
dude.
say your people, what are you talking about? Your people.
I talk about everyone that's not your people.
Well, that's like
What do you
you're,
mean?
like,
Because I
you're
love
speaking
everybody.
like
You
Native American or
people.
Mexicans or
no,
Aztec.
my mom's
like-
from the Philippines.
He's Mexican.
Okay, yeah.
Philippines,
Mexican,
Mexicans, yeah.
Hispanic.
Mexicans on
Hispanic.
islands.
Oh, you're
Island
Mexican.
Mexican.
The Spanish
Island
Empire
Mexican.
conquered a lot of land,
Yeah,
so we're
Spanish,
trying to
yeah,
figure out
yeah.
which
What
one.
land are you claiming?
Which one did you get conquered? Which one of the conquered lands are you?
It's like when the doctor says, "Tell me where that person touched you," and there's nothing funny about that. But on the globe, it's like, "Tell me where your people were conquered."
Where your people were
On the
conquered. For
globe.
the most
Show me
part,
on this
yeah.
globe where they touched
You
you.
Yeah.
point to the Philippines.
Do you
That's funny,
do you
dude.
specialize on a particular crop, or are you multi-seasonal? Because now you
No,
said initially used to feed your family.
So Texas, we can do pretty much year round, all year round in Texas, outside of the freezes, which kind of damaged us this last twice. But we're used to it. 10 years in the bit,
Yeah.
like we're prepared for that, So, but yeah, it's all seasonal. So we can do. It's like a reverse calendar. So we do all our spring, winter stuff, greens, root crops, and then summer comes in. You get like eggplant, tomatoes, okra, heat-loving stuff for May, June, July, August,
Right.
September, all the way to the first freeze. But by that point, you've already planted spinach, salad mix,
Yeah.
all your romaines and root crops and carrots. And
How's the weather been for
This
crops
year?
this past couple months?
Dude,
Because it's been super like
it-
overcast and rainy and stuff.
it's been good. If you
Yeah.
got
Is that
it
good?
in,
Okay.
well, yeah. See, my farm in particular, we just relocated, so I'm kind of starting all over again. My entire everything I've done, I prepped a field, worked the same field for like 8 years, got it all nice and pretty to grow anything, and we just said goodbye to it here recently. Starting the process all over, so all that's going to get documented, and so we can put that out there and show people
Nice.
what we're doing.
How long does it take to condition the soil to where you need to?
Well, I already have stuff planted. I have like 400 and some. We just did 400 and some cantaloupe the other day.
Wow.
200 and some tomatoes.
Is this to farmers market, to restaurants?
So we do
Where does this
CSA.
go?
We do what we call community supported agriculture. That's what we're going back to. That was our bread and butter. So that's like a club membership to the farm. So pretty much for those folks that, ooh, I wish I could do that. Well, guess what? Now they can come into that type of lifestyle, come out to our farms, see what's happening, look at the product growing, have your kids run around where my farm kids run around. And
So are these like
And so
families or
animals-
restaurants or like what?
well, families
Yeah.
families
Okay,
right now,
okay.
right? So it's a called CSA, community supported agriculture, and it's a bi-weekly pickup on vegetable baskets, and so it's a membership fee,
Yeah.
and we do it for we do them in 3 different segments: spring, summer, and fall. But because of the new process, the new grounds, we're pushing for the fall season. As a matter of fact, we just launched our CSA this week. So it's like ioacrefarms.com/CSA. And you can go there and find out our information. We have 4 options to get you fresh vegetables. And we do all organic grow too. So I'm not certified by no means, but I'm out there like this. You know,
wow.
my kids.
Oh,
are
there
out
we go.
like
There we
this.
go. What is this? Okay, so
Yeah, so that's our farm stuff there. That's our first field. That's like 8 years ago.
This one?
Right there. Yeah, in the center. Those are yummy carrots.
Tell us how this CS. I've never heard of a CSA. That is so cool.
It's essentially what you do now, right? Like you go and you buy your vegetables from the grocery store, right? But instead of the grocery store, you're getting them directly from the farm.
Yeah.
Fresh
Yeah.
pick.
so fresh to farm.
Ultra fresh, yeah. Fresh, farm to table.
Oh.
Right, literally, yeah. Like
Hashtag.
from our hashtag, our line from back in the day was from our urban
how far is your
farm.
farm? I'm sorry.
It was a 20-minute drive from where I'm at now. It was 10 minutes from where we were before.
Wow.
So like my biggest competitor as far as fresh produce was HEB across the street from our old farm. Literally.
Oh
that's-
yeah, you used to have the vegetable stands,
Yeah.
the fruit stands.
Yeah,
There.
Yeah. We did every Wednesday 3 to 6, but that's been put on pause since we've transferred over. But yeah, like that was ultimately my biggest competitor in town was that.
Okay, let's see. Go ahead
Can-
and click on I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you speak to like what this is all about?
So the biweekly, the weekly purchases, like you go in there and you do your biweekly. You'll come out to the farm if you choose the Liberty Hill pickup.
Yeah,
Leander, we'll go back to our old plot. There's not going to be much going on there for the most part, but you'll be able to pick up there for those Leander folks. We don't want to leave that community. We've been in this area for the last 10 years trying to raise this type of communities going on. So we have a lot of clientele and customer base here that we don't want to leave. So we're going to be dropping that off there, but we are enticing them to come out to the farm. Like literally, like we want you to come see where the stuff's happening, how it's happening.
Yeah.
That is so cool. I've never
Yes.
heard of
Yeah.
anything like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
This is super
Cool.
cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what is this pricing? So one-time payment of
So
$240 or $100.
yeah, so $240 will get you the 3 months of vegetables, and then the one-time payment, or the one for 3 is you pay $100 over the next 3 months, as she lists out those months, and then the season begins in September, October, November.
So essentially, like $80 a month. I
Yeah.
can get a bi-weekly pickup of vegetables.
100%.
So
And there's always bonuses. I mean, I grow food for like days and years.
And
like,
what's the fruit? I mean, what's the vegetables? Let me see.
So I don't know if they're going to show, but there's an example of what we had.
look at those eggplants.
Dude.
That's what I was looking
So
at.
that's
Funny, dude.
eggplant,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
bell pepper, that's green
You
pepper,
guys had to look at the
purple
eggplants
pepper,
only. Seriously.
that's collards.
The greens
got
are
your little
microgreens.
chiles,
I
right?
don't. I hate
Oh,
saying
you like
this.
chiles too, huh?
Little
lot of
chiles.
times-
Hell yeah, dude.
A lot of times I don't buy greens like that in the
No.
store because they don't look like that.
They don't
Yeah.
look like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no, that's one of our biggest biggest hurdle is people being like, it lasted so long, like I don't need any this week because it's still fresh from last
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
And I'm like, well, you might run out over the weekend. Don't worry about it. Get some more.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
eat faster, like
Yeah.
eat more of it.
Yeah.
So,
But
so what's up?
Consume.
consume it. That's what it's for. It's food.
So, and I'm with Johnny. I've never heard anything like this. What would
That's so
be
cool.
the big selling point
Yeah, I've got it saved.
for going to a CSA for your produce
Well,
versus like a Whole Foods or
For you
Sprouts?
in general, you get a chance to come out to our farm, and I give you a guided tour personally, just for you.
Are you shirtless?
And I could be.
Okay.
I mean, it's really hot depending on the time of the year.
Okay.
But I'll put something
time
on
is it?
tight.
Are you wearing overalls?
I used to.
Uh,
I used to wear
Well,
overalls.
then I'm
why
not
don't
going.
you anymore, though?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. Why don't you anymore?
Do you do bachelorette
'cause
parties?
What happened? Farmer Pete.
No.
Is that your stage name or your?
Making
I
chopped
could.
salad in
Hey,
front of all the-
hey, stripper Pete. Stripper Pete. No.
It's like Magic
Dang, dang,
Farm to
Pete-
table, baby.
Magic Farmer Pete, the movie.
Use that.
Yay. man.
Oh yeah, dude.
Get a bus. This is a great business. I want you to be able to.
Don't say that
Bill-
because my wife just came back from Vegas to see that magic show. And,
Great.
And what was the report? What was the review?
They had fun. It wasn't like what they thought, but they had fun.
What do you mean it wasn't what they thought? That's the game they play.
Was it like a
Hey,
Copperfield thing?
it's a
Like
thing.
a-
Like really, it's, what Vegas happens, it stays in Vegas.
Yeah,
Like, so
but you
I really
can't say,
didn't
oh, it wasn't
ask.
what I thought. There's big
What-
hunky guys.
What happens
Well,
at
they're-
Owl
they're
Acre
like-
Farms
she already
they
has.
stays
She
at
already
Owl
has
Acre
the big
Farms.
They're
hunky
like-
guy.
Professional dancers, like legitimate, like school Balliard, New York dancers doing this. Like not just you
I
or
don't-
I being like, yeah.
I don't think they're going for the dancing quality. I think they're going.
They're not going for the art.
They're going
Yeah.
for your, they're going
I
for your
don't understand.
eggplants.
Like it wasn't what they're expecting. Did they go up there and like? Did they
Isn't that like
They
a-
weren't
do an
allowed-
act of Shakespeare like Macbeth?
It could have, yeah, it's something like that.
Eggplant meme at
Like
my
it
wife.
wasn't. I don't think there was any like
you know,
skin
you know
to
what I mean.
skin. Like there
She
wasn't
goes back
like
at Peach.
like we
Yeah.
if we go to a men's like
It's on.
magic
It's
the,
on.
the women's version or the men's version whatever, your choice, right? But
Damn straight, because this is America and this is Texas. I'm going to see what I want to see, and I want to see me some
That
magic
was a
farmer
subtle burn
Pete.
right
Yeah,
there. That was a
hey,
burn
but,
right there.
but either which way, I mean, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Got to pivot.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
back
get
to
it.
Back
what's
to
the advantages?
vegetables.
Yes,
Some of these
yes.
vegetables are really
So-
Ooh,
good.
look at those tomatoes.
I'm
yeah,
I'm a big
tomatoes.
like,
Cherry tomatoes,
I,
eggplant.
I want to dig a little bit deeper because you went from, hey, I'm a gardener, and then you had I'm a professional farmer,
Yeah, how
So-
did that happen? Where did that happen?
and then first question is what made you get into gardening, and then where, like you said, the transition point from
So,
Yeah.
right, we had our first kid, and I was in EMS. I think there was some minor pandemic happening around that time, Ebola, N1, and H1N1, whatever, something. And I was watching EMS, and so in EMS you have like 10 TVs on every news station, and then plus my little curious mind has international stations going on. And then finally I was like, turn it all off. We're piecing out.
Yeah.
We sold our first house. We were looking at property back then. This was like 2013, maybe 2011.
Yeah.
We dropped cable. We dropped everything, and we went for property. It didn't work out. And we ended up at my in-laws' property here in Cedar Park. Well, here in Cedar Park. And with a little RV, I traded my motorcycle for an RV. My wife and I and our first kid stayed there until we found our first house here in Leander, which a half-acre lot, and started just growing food for ourselves. Neighbor was a hunter across the street. He was chopping up deer in the front yard.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, okra, deer meat.
Oh,
Here we
wow.
go, all of a sudden.
Barter.
And then neighbors started coming by, and they were like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Can
What's
we
going
help?
on?
And,
Yeah.
you know, and they started putting hands into the field, and I was like, just weed stuff. Like,
Yeah.
if you see it and it looks prime, take it, but do some weeding in that area.
Yeah.
And so it stayed clean, man. And
So-
we just took off. We opened up a 20-member CSA just out of the blue on August.
neighborhood?
Off our neighborhood
Just your
yard.
neighborhood, yeah.
20
Whoa.
members off our front yard in 2015.
Were you
So-
growing
so-
front? Sorry, were you growing
ahead.
front and backyard, or just
Nah,
on backyard?
Just front yard. Just front yard.
Just front yard.
Yeah, 10 beds, 40 foot long.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
And a
hold
tree
on.
lot. I had 36 trees in my front yard.
And a
oak
half
trees.
acre.
Yes, sir.
like fruit bearing.
Whoa.
No,
Trees?
oak trees. I had
Trees, okay,
16
okay.
fruit bearing trees.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, and then there was like 30 some.
You planted
30
those, or they were there?
No,
when
they
you
were
got
there already. There was supposed to have been over 120 on the property from the
Wow.
previous owner.
And a half acre.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
That's
Oh,
not
dude.
a lot.
That's
Yeah,
super
it's
tight.
County Glen subdivision. It was one of the first subdivisions in Leander. So they have no HOA, big estate lots,
Mhm.
and the property setbacks are a lot bigger. And you know,
Yeah.
there's just a lot more
Ah,
elbow room.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
elbow room. 90s homes.
So
80s homes.
how much like produce are you
Wow.
producing on how many square feet? Because that seems like to have like a 20
Yeah.
member
So-
Yeah.
CSA, right?
So okay, that bunch of carrots
Mhm.
is
Those look good.
maybe a handful. Literally, like I just did this.
That
Wow.
little area,
So like that spacing about right there.
it's like
Yeah.
8
Foot.
by 8 inches.
Yeah, maybe
Even
a
that.
half a foot.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Tomatoes, we plant pretty intensively. So like think about the fruit, what's happening inside the fruit. Tons of seeds and all that.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
puts them in line and sets them apart. And
Mhm.
you know, so we kind of mimic human abilities to get through. So we put them in a line,
Yeah.
but we removed the tractor implement out of the picture, or we got a smaller tractor. So we do all our stuff by hand. So a lot of the processing, everything. So it's human scale, not tractor scale. So we can squeeze stuff in like crazy.
Tighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
true, like hands-on,
Yeah.
farm to table, as organic.
Yeah,
as it
for sure.
gets.
Yeah. We're in this community of urban farms, little small farms. Like we're up there. Like honestly,
That's amazing.
like, I don't really talk about it because it's like it's my hobby that my wife. I haven't said that in forever. I used to joke around that it was my hobby that my wife turned into a business.
That's
right?
amazing.
Right, and it made
That's the
money,
best kind of
and
business.
It was the best
right?
kind.
That's
Yeah.
the best
But
kind of business.
Not working.
Yeah.
Exactly, I'm not working, but at a certain point, it became a little bit of work, which likely everything is, right? Like you have to put that work in, you have to put that due diligence, and you have to get those things done. So
You're past the
You work it
hobby honeymoon phase of your hobby.
yeah.
right?
Now we're grinding stone
Yeah.
and burning knuckles away. So
Oh yeah, that's awesome, man.
It's amazing. So how do you tell me about how you prepare yourself for it? Like, do you like as you
the season, the
as the
day?
season comes in, like do
Oh,
you do any preparation to
So yeah, so
you as yourself
physically.
because you just mentioned that it becomes work, right? Like fuck, like
Well,
now it's no longer a hobby. So how do you reset? How do you keep making it fun?
I just find different things to go plant and look for different avenues.
Do you
on the
ever
farm.
scream at your vegetables?
I danced for them a couple of times.
Okay.
I never scream.
See?
I never
Farmer
scream at
Pete,
them.
dude.
Magic Farmer Pete.
Magic
I
Pete.
will talk to
No
them.
wonder those
but
carrots
I
are
don't
so
necessarily
long.
scream at them when I
Pete
seed.
the dragon.
This is the funny thing that not too many people have ever seen or heard. But when I'll see the trays, every seed has a word to it. And I've always thought about recording, but I never have, like just to record whatever's said.
Yeah.
But that's just my like.
What kind of work? What kind of
Yeah,
what kind of
what kind
work
of
are we
word?
talking? Yeah,
Positive words.
Positive, like it usually.
sexy,
Nah, it'd be like it could.
supple.
It could no. It's usually
Voluptuous.
like a sentence like this seed is going to grow beautiful,
Okay.
Oh,
sexy.
See, those are
plants.
affirmations.
Yeah.
So
for
you
sure.
give
It's all
affirmations to the
affirmation.
seeds.
Yeah.
That's amazing how
So
that.
I do
how
that
that
to myself
segue.
all the time.
Yeah,
Segue.
that is a segue. I think
Perfect segue.
Should we do it like now? Yeah,
I think we
let's
should
do
do
I
it
it
think we
now,
just compost
because-
it.
Yeah,
Keep
'cause
compost.
it
What
just-
is that? Is that the mini version of chalupa?
It's not loteria, bro. It's not loteria.
In a box.
See, chalupa loteria. What is this?
So let me tell you what you're gonna do there. You're gonna open the box and you're
Yeah.
gonna take the top one, just the top one, pull the card
And read it.
and read it.
And just
That's
read
it. Just the first one.
You
And,
can read it to
and pretend like you're
yourself.
planting seeds as you.
That's so pretty.
read these words out.
I wish my daughter was here. She likes unicorns. All right, so just read it.
Yeah, just read it.
Ooh, wonder. That's a good one.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like that.
That's a new one.
Spooky.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful thing to be in the state of wonder. And when I'm in a good audience to my life becomes better and better theater. When something delightful happens, I can shout, encore! And to be tickled when it happens again. When something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad I got a ticket to the show.
Hell yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Encore!
Oh, it's like 3D glasses there.
Hey, and
Wonder.
one thing that I used to say a long time ago, that just because you wonder doesn't mean you're lost.
I'm telling you, these cards have magic.
Yeah,
These
they
cards
do.
are scary.
They scary.
They do.
Yeah,
They
I
do.
like
you want
that.
to get it closer to. You could get it closer to.
Does anyone have any
And
thoughts on wonder?
I tend to wonder
I do,
around
right
my
there.
property a lot. Like that's how I keep
Huh.
from being
Like
bored.
wander
Now
around
that
or
I-
just wondering what's going to happen.
Both. Like I'll sit there and contemplate and wonder, like, ooh, okay, a year from now, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, this is what I see, and
So-
then I'll every morning. See, I'm trying to build some new habits. That's a new property. So every morning I wake up and I walk the entire border, the perimeter,
Yeah.
and just wonder my property.
Yeah.
Just like because just touching
Yep.
every part of it.
Yeah.
So that goes back to visualization, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
visualize what will.
Oh,
what-
for
what-
sure.
what-
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it's
That's
going to become.
That's one of my gifts.
So
like,
powerful.
Honestly. Yeah. I can.
Do you think that I get a good general sense of positivity from you? Do you think that that is infectious to the plants? Like, do you think, are you holistic?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah. If I'm down, dude, the plants know it. Like the field knows it. The environment knows it.
Okay.
And so, but when I'm up, it's like, hey, like the field knows it. The seeds know it. Systems know it.
Yeah.
Like, and it's quite interesting. Like you have to be real observant of those things to let them happen, and then be really surprised and be like, holy crap, that really happened.
Yeah.
When it happens.
Yeah.
It's funny how we radiate all this energy, either good energy, bad energy. It's
Yeah,
real.
yeah. It's
And
100% real.
You walk in and you're like all doom and gloom. You know, the room kind of settles down. But you come in with, you know, that energy charged up, and you can charge
like
up.
words are powerful, and I have a hard time because I complain because I don't want to hear those types of words. And so how do you like say like, stop using those words without
complaining
without
being
exactly.
Yeah.
It's difficult. It's difficult to like have a positive change on a negative.
So
good pivot.
go
Because
ahead.
or in line with what you're talking about. So I just moved to a new project.
Doing what?
I'm in commercial construction. So I went from working on a children's hospital. Now I'm working on a high rise for multifamily, essentially rental properties. So I've changed my outlook. Instead of saying, "Oh, look at these problems." Today I kind of had a weird epiphany of like, man, there's a ton of opportunity.
Yeah.
Right? Like I can make a mark. So it's no longer a problem or a challenge. It's an opportunity to make it better or learn.
Or make yourself better. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's some type of improvement there.
Yeah. Any opportunity to solve a problem grows
And
a person.
that energy feeds, right?
Yeah,
Because
for
now
sure.
the rest of the guys are like, oh man, there's somebody, now they have a belief that there's somebody there doing something.
Yeah. Moving the rock forward.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah, for sure. Like there's always that momentum that follows.
Yeah, and then to the wonder part, I wonder, if I keep this up for a month consistently,
what
following
happens?
some of these other affirmations that we've come across,
Or what happens?
I could have a beautiful set of carrots or eggplant in a parallel sense of it. So I'm a big believer that the vibe you give is the vibe you will receive.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, the jerk doesn't show up until I show up to the party. Get that?
I don't know.
Guilty.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
True.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Do you mean jerk? Are you using jerk in terms of the noun usage or the verb?
Oh my God.
That's an honest question.
Oh my God.
And the Joe
Or just like
After Hour
driving.
podcast.
Well, you are.
Hey, what was that? Hey,
he
wait,
did.
what was that? Optimism.
Optimism.
What is it?
Stupid.
You took a whole bunch of salt, and that's what they do to jerky. I'm just saying.
So with the-
explain that to me.
salty.
Okay, so what I mean with that is, I'll give you an example. In California, right? It's, everybody's a jerk, right? And, everybody's all closed off. Well, from where I'm from, right? From South Bay. So I come here and I notice that everybody is super, super friendly. And
Texas.
it's like, wait. So, right. But is it me that I'm friendlier here and I get that reciprocates that energy, or
It's the other way around.
well, no, what if I was a jerk here? Then
Maybe they would be jerks, right?
exactly.
But
Then
that was
everybody
that
turns
was the
into-
environment you came from, and you came here to a new environment where everyone wasn't a jerk.
right. But what if I bring that same energy
Texas would jujitsu you down to the ground and
With the
change that
positive
energy
vibes.
with the positive vibes.
You would
We were
overly
positively pressurized.
They're gonna choke you out with positive vibes.
With
Either
positive
that-
I love
pressure.
it. I love it.
And the next best step, you'd walk into an HEB to be like, there is.
Oh, yeah.
There is.
Oh, you walk in
Yeah.
HEB and you're not a
Howdy.
jerk anymore. All your jerkiness is gone.
You're like,
Right.
I have to be happy.
But think about it. You go somewhere and you go in with that jerk attitude. You're gonna get that back
for
because
sure.
people
Yeah.
are not gonna tolerate that shit, especially if they don't know you.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
gonna say, "Oh,
Attitude would change the entire room.
Exactly.
No problem.
Yeah, you can
It's a
either quit.
feedback
and
loop,
quit
man.
too.
It is.
It's
Especially a
quick.
negative one.
It's a feedback loop. Yeah.
You will build fences or you'll just step over them.
Yeah.
And if you come in as a jerk, those
Yeah,
fences
yeah.
go up fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a friend like on the same note, but it's funny to me when you talk, you burn your bridges.
Yeah.
Right? You can do two things with that. You can burn your bridge and use the fire to light the path forward, or you can keep your bridge and possibly go back to what it was that you left before. But either which way, it's an optimistic outlook on
It's
it.
an
You're
optimistic
still,
outlook. Yeah,
you're still
yeah.
using it.
I have
Joe
like
has
I-
burned the village.
Yeah. So we talked about burning
Joe wants to burn
bridges. I want to
everything.
share my philosophy. I'm not going to burn the bridge because I might need that bridge, but I'm going to burn every freaking town on the other side of the bridge
But why? Don't you need those things
because they
also?
need to feel it.
They need to feel the
As,
bridge
as a
did-
conquistador,
the bridge
Pete,
didn't do anything to me.
you should be familiar with this.
If I burn the
I'm
bridge,
always
I
25%.
cannot go
Always
across the bridge to
25%.
burn the other town.
But why
So-
do you want to burn the town? Like seriously, that's.
Well, find the
I'm
optimism in that.
Let me
Pete.
ask you: are there people
Challenge you.
there?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
heck
people.
yeah. I'm not just
yeah.
going to burn nothing.
God,
Like,
burn
what's the point?
carrots and eggplant.
Find the optimism
Alright.
there, Pete.
Hey,
Yeah.
Okay, so real quickly on Wonder.
So
This
next
is
time
my
we
ticket.
roll, I'm gonna change that.
And you will receive.
I'm gonna try to change
Hey,
that.
that's
a
energy.
positive pressure attitude adjustment.
I like the wonder word. So when you're reading it, my wonder. Well, there's a lot of articles, especially in today's world, how like kids and the type of environment we're in, especially in America, it leaves little time for daydreaming because like some people feel like when kids daydream and when they dilly dally, quote unquote, it's not productive. They should be doing something. Why aren't you reading or why aren't you doing your math homework and why? But there was a study a while back, I think it was Stanford, and I was just quickly looking through my phone, that there's this power of wonderment and the importance of it, like Sir Isaac Newton, thinking about, okay, why does this apple fall? What's causing it? Or Einstein or Aristotle. And the great thing about wonder, when you're reading it, what made me think about something is, I wonder how sexy it would be dancing as Magic Farmer Pete with a couple of melons.
Is that what
in
you've
your
been daydreaming
hands.
about?
And
Damn.
Well,
that's my wonderment.
Are you wondering
Is that
that?
wonder?
Hey,
And it's creativity, and I need to wonder like how that is, and then just,
I can help solve that wonderment if you sign up
Well-
for the weekly.
dude, no, I'm doing it twice a week, dude. I need the twice a week.
Well, bi-weekly is every other week.
hey, if you pay.
No,
extra,
I want a special deal. I want twice a week.
Hey, if you pay extra, what is it? $50 extra, you'll wear the
I
overalls.
wear the
without a shirt?
overalls. Yeah.
Do I get to take them home?
Just, but you got to bring them back.
You gotta bring them
back,
back.
but
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
want to sleep in them.
Washed.
So you can.
Do you want them
You
washed?
gotta bring
or
them back
dirty?
washed.
No, I
No,
want
you gotta
you
bring them
sweating.
back
This ain't
washed.
fans. This
It's
ain't
not gonna
fans
do-
only.
it's not-
I
it's
can
not
sweat
gonna-
in my,
It doesn't
my
do me
overalls
any
for
good
you.
if you wash them after you dance in them.
Yeah, sweat
You know?
overalls for $50 and
Jeez.
send them back.
Okay, I have a question for you, a serious one. So, real quickly, now we have.
Wait, hold on. You have a serious,
serious
question. You just
question?
led us on that 2-minute ride.
Yeah, I'm off it.
And
For a
it was-
serious question.
and it
For
was
a serious
it's about
question.
Magic Farmer Pete.
And
It
now
was
you
magically
want a
farming
serious-
Pete.
Reverse card.
Magically farming.
Played the Uno reverse.
You want several
on
of
you.
those?
It was
Can you imagine a bunch of them
reverse
bloop,
propagating.
There you go. Yeah.
singing in unison?
So let's go. Let's hear your
All right,
serious
let's hear it.
question.
Let's
Come
hear
on.
a serious question.
Built
Well,
up
I just
the.
had the greatest visual, but a bunch of farmers just dancing with overalls.
Yeah.
God.
Waving in the wind like corn.
Bachelorette parties.
Don't
Yeah.
be jealous.
Okay,
That's-
so
don't be
since
jealous,
this is
Jealous.
also this thread of Jiu-Jitsu,
Jiu-Jitsu.
how did you get into Jiu-Jitsu? Did you
Yeah.
just have a bad day pulling carrots out of the ground, or what?
So by the way, let me explain a
Dang
little bit
eggplants.
Some
about
context. Yeah.
Pete, strong ass Pete. That's my nickname for him. He is really, really strong. He is a very, very good, strong, fun jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Oh,
And I
thank you
need
for
to
that. Yeah.
I need to highlight that. It's always so much fun rolling with
Tough
you.
game.
Thank
It's
you.
very challenging,
Appreciate
and
it.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you.
And if
for
I
that.
may say so, like no offense, but like you don't look like a super strong guy, but rolling with you, like dude, it is nice.
Yeah.
It's seriously.
I-
These are
I mean,
neat.
That's like
Yeah.
natural strength.
His hands are
That's 100% fine. I don't mind looking scrawny and squaggly. Like,
It was
But-
the biggest shocker. Like rolling with you, I'm like,
his hands
holy
are meat
shit.
cleavers.
Yeah,
Like, it's like when you get a cuff grip. I'm
Yeah.
like, God.
Yeah.
He walks around carrying buckets
It's,
of
it's funny
cement.
because I've heard this
With
for
the
a
gi.
long
With-
time, but from my wife, I'm like, oh, she's just like
Whoa.
stroking the ego, like,
Yeah.
you know, but like,
What kind of
and then I
jiu-jitsu you
started-
do?
No,
What's going on over there?
That's
Hey,
another episode.
You cuddle, and then it's like she's like, dude, you're choking me with your arm.
He's just resting.
I'm just resting my arm, man.
Just let me hug you. Just let me hug you.
I just rested my arm. But then
Sinking in
when
the
I
choke.
started doing jujitsu, like the very first times, and then I'd go home and I'd be like, dude, you're not lying. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And I told her, like, there was at the very beginning, I was informed that it's not all about strength. I was told that like the first day, 1 or 2, because I guess I'd surprised people and I surprised myself because I've never rolled, I've never jujitsu'd anything like that, and I've just watched, and that's how I tend to learn.
That's typically the case,
Dude.
but that doesn't apply to Pete.
No.
Like, strength is okay.
Yeah,
It works.
Yeah.
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 So, but yeah, I try not. I'm trying more technique, but that's just, it is what it is. Like,
It'll come. It'll
Yeah.
come. Patience.
yeah, no, no, for sure.
Enjoy the
But
process.
the strength, like, I mean, it is what it is. I'm
We-
using it. Like, you know,
We've talked about it. We call it farm fit.
yeah,
Yeah.
farmer fit. Yeah.
I mean, just doing what you do, steps, moving.
Oh,
digging,
100%.
all
Yeah.
that.
Karen's.
Yeah.
Carrying
Carrying stuff.
Hey, you guys have
Farmer walks,
a CrossFit gym, and one of the things that you do is
Farmer walks.
Farmer walks.
yeah,
Yeah.
you carry freaking kettlebells.
With
And
kettlebells.
all I think is Pete's doing.
Drive
is
him
like
out to the
all
farm
day.
and,
But y'all are moving. I see your post, like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, yeah, okay, whatever. y'all are
Wait.
rowing an imaginary boat, moving the imaginary heavy weight back and forth. I'm over here
Carrying
like,
imaginary
I-
bags of
hold on.
potatoes.
I loaded a trailer full of like cedar logs, 8-foot cedar logs the other day, and I was like, and I was like, somebody moved a rowboat or something. Whatever. So
Stationary.
yeah, I find stuff purposely to get my workouts in. So like our current property has a ton of rock, and so there's an old wall there that was told to me was there from before the Civil War, but it's kind of falling over and whatnot. So that's my daily task. I go out there for 30 minutes and I lift boulders.
What do you do with the boulders?
I stack them. I'm building a wall, man.
And then
Wasn't
once
there
that-
already a wall there?
I said it was in shambles. They could have fallen off.
He's rebuilding.
But-
rebuilding.
rebuilding
the
it.
wall.
Are you
Rebuilding.
fixing or building a fresh one?
Rebuilding and fixing.
And once it's set up, he's gonna take a picture of it, and then he's gonna move it.
And he's gonna knock it down again. He's gonna knock it down.
I am
and
not
rebuild
gonna
it back
move
up.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna move
I
it.
think this wall needed to be 1 foot to the left.
Now, but I do have a tractor, and so I move a lot of it. But somebody has to load it in the bucket.
You shouldn't tractor it. It's just the same thing as plants. You should say sexy words to those boulders, like you're planting seeds, and move the boulders by hand.
I am moving them by hand.
We don't need Pete
Oh.
to be any stronger,
Yeah.
dude. He's good.
I got
I'm
bit by a
good.
spider moving one of them the other day, and I was like, ah.
What did the spider survive?
Yeah, I think so. So did I. According to Google, I was supposed to die, lose my hand.
Oh my god.
Oh no! It was
What kind of
so
spider
serious.
was
I don't
this?
know, dude. I was just Googling this
Brown
little thing.
recluse?
And it
Have you a brown
Googled it.
recluse?
Nah, because I
No?
would have lost my hand and skin.
Mm.
So who knows? But I survived.
Maybe a scorpion?
Did you like suck all the poison out?
That
I
does
think
not
I
work.
did do that. But I did that.
PSA.
PSA,
I did
do
that
not do
once. I did that
Do
once,
not.
and then I was like, "Ooh, maybe that might be ringworm." I don't know. I ain't doing that no more. So,
Ringworm of the mouth. That's-
yeah.
So, why jujitsu though? There's lots of things you could have done.
yeah. Marathons.
Yeah, like
Well, yeah, running in a circle, like, nah.
No.
Put me in the woods, I'll run all day, but
okay.
like down the street,
He's gonna be carrying.
Yeah.
gotta be carrying something. That'd be
Yeah.
purposeful.
A rock, a log,
I gotta be taking meat back to the village.
bag of potatoes, sack of potatoes, something. Right?
No, it was an interesting sport, and I just thought it'd be something fun to do. And I thought I'd get my kid into it, and so both of us were going in. But my son was a floppy fish. He'd sit there, very attentive to Professor Bruno, practice. But when it was time for him to do the low roll, he'd just lay there, like.
yeah.
In time,
Yeah, so we took him out, but I stayed, and
because you got hooked on it.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I
it's a
liked it. It
drug.
was fun, and the camaraderie, the brotherhood, like this,
sure.
listening to the different people. I farm. Not too many people are out there with me.
Yeah. But you gotta have a lot of plants.
You need a
so
community. Yeah.
You talk to the plants.
Yeah,
is
but
great.
but they don't talk back. Like
No,
that.
they do in their
Yeah,
own
sometimes.
way.
Like a perfect
Yeah, they do.
relationship.
Yeah, for sure they do. What's that?
It's a perfect relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
We need
it's
to cut
fine.
that
Until you get that
guys.
radish that's like
But
punk
it-
ass
but it-
bitch, right? Talking shit.
Yeah, you're
yeah.
not pulling me out of the
Punk ass,
ground,
right?
punk
Fuck you,
ass
punk
bitch.
ass bitch.
Oh, you're not taking all of me. And
Yeah.
carrot snaps and leaves
Get
a
off
little-
me. Get
little
off
bit
me.
left.
Get off me.
Nah,
Getting
yeah.
all spicy.
And then you got the okra. I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one likes me
Hey,
as
what
much
about
as you.
what about the eggplant?
Oh, the eggplant. Everyone loves a good juicy eggplant, dude.
Yeah.
if you
Little
were
Italian,
okay.
little Italian eggplant.
Here's a serious question for all of you. Okay, and you'll help us. Everyone's going to go around robin. If you could be reincarnated into a vegetable, which vegetable would you be and why?
Oh my gosh.
Farmer Pete?
Golly.
All right. Is this technical vegetable or is this technical fruit? Because if
We'll
you
say
say tomato,
You want to be a tomato. We get it.
Okay,
no, I'm
We get
saying
it.
okay.
someone's gonna say
Okay,
I'm avoiding the tomato. combo.
let's say vegetable,
You
but
know,
not in the technical
That's
sense. So give
not
me
anything
states.
I've ever thought of, dude. Like,
But you're Farmer Pete. If
Yeah.
you and you know
You
a
gotta
lot
pick-
of
you
vegetables.
gotta
yeah,
pick
Do you wanna go
for
last?
Sure. Nah, yeah.
Okay, Johnny, if you could be, I know what you would be.
I'm just curious.
Huh?
I'd probably be. I think I gotta go with the habanero, bro.
All wrinkly and
Small and spicy.
all
bro.
wrinkly.
Small and spicy, likes humid environments.
Yeah.
I'm gonna light you up, boy.
A little bright
Light you
color,
up.
little
Bright
like,
colors.
bright color, a little infectious color looking.
Bright.
Yeah.
Hold on. Bright,
Bright,
spicy, and wrinkly.
And wrinkly.
I'm so glad you took that.
You wanted to be habanero. You wanted it.
I'm so glad. I'll go with carrot.
Yeah.
And white
Carrot.
carrot,
Long and skinny and pointy.
bad tan.
Bad
just
tan.
Yeah.
I was
The
gonna say
orange
bad-
guy tag going on.
Bad tan. No, makes your vision better.
Okay, we'll go with that.
That's why. That's your okay.
Long and skinny.
Profound.
You took my
Yeah.
habanero.
Profound.
You
That's
took my
it. I'm
pepper.
sorry. I'm
Should
sorry.
have said like goat.
What about
Reaper.
Serrano? What about Serrano or something?
That's
No?
like a
No?
skinny spicy guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to be skinny spicy.
And a little curvy.
Like
You could be poblano. You could be poblano.
Poblano.
Chile, right?
Órale.
There's more chiles than just a habanero, dude. Come on.
we can have a whole podcast on chiles.
Chile Pekin.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the next podcast.
Hey,
We're gonna bring some, and we're gonna say,
Ooh, we're gonna do
Oh,
one.
yeah. A little spicy burn.
Would there be cerveza?
milk.
no,
Lots of
no.
milk.
No.
You know,
Just
where I
beer,
grew up,
dude,
there used to
just
be
beer,
a
bro.
jalapeno festival back in Laredo, and that was their competition. Who ate the most jalapenos?
Oof.
And your only drink was beer or water.
The next day.
And we'll do that. And
Man.
tonight, those guys were suffering.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
20 minutes later, they
Ooh.
looked like they were
Let's
suffering.
take a look at these peppers.
Oh,
penguin
Chile
pepper.
Pekin.
Oh, chile pekin.
Yeah.
Pekin,
Oh,
yeah.
I said penguin pepper.
Stop the
A
penguin
little
peppers.
Americanized. I need me one of those penguin
Yeah.
peppers.
You ever had one of them penguin peppers?
Oh my gosh.
They
The
fly. They
Wait.
fly in the water.
Why did we get that accent all of a sudden? That
No,
sounded.
Oh, we both did it.
You did it too.
I know, we both
I
did
followed
it.
you.
I was reading your mind.
Bang.
Look at these peppers.
I like the chiltepins too. These are like some of my favorite.
Oh, you
What
like
are
the
these
short,
chitapins?
short and stubby.
Short,
Sonoras.
short and stubby. Yeah.
And ring.
I need a shit
The,
pan pepper.
the chode.
I pulled a bad joke on my wife when we first met.
No.
With those ones. Yeah, I told her they were sweet, little cherry
Oh,
sweets.
How hot
It
are
was,
they?
dude, they're super hot.
Super
Are
spicy.
they?
It was at my grandmother's
Super spicy.
funeral. We were at my
Oh
grandmother's
my
house.
gosh.
We were at her house after the funeral,
Do they
and
like
I was like,
taste good?
dude, there was
Yeah.
only one
Tons of
red one
flavor.
How
on
do
the
they?
plant.
Hold on. How do they sell them on Etsy? Like,
Like that, they're
I
dry.
don't know. Just
They're
dorks
dry.
on Etsy that are selling their.
oh,
They're probably
Chile.
buying them.
You know what,
somewhere
Etsy
else.
might
Uh,
have a
you
sponsor
get
one day. We
that,
can
you
take
get them
that
like
back.
that, and you put them in a bottle with some vinegar. Let them
No.
sit for a month.
What is that?
Yeah.
So we
The
have.
green ones are a little limey.
So my
Oh,
wife's
yeah.
family is from Sonora, and they are all about the chiltepins.
Is that
And
their
we-
plant?
And we have this little chiltepin crusher, and you get the
Ooh,
dried
look at that. Let me
chiltepin.
get that.
You put it in this little thingy, and you freaking crush it up. And
How
then
do you crush it?
You sprinkle it. You sure?
Okay.
Oh,
Damn,
man.
you like
Is that
it.
the is that the maceta with the
No,
little bowl?
no, it's like a little. It's like a.
Yeah,
Oh, that
Patreon.
thing.
It's
He's
a
pretty
deep.
good at
It's
that,
a
huh?
deep.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
saw
deep
that.
It's
crusher.
a little deep crusher.
Yeah,
I
it's
see
not
what
like
you're
a
talking about.
molcajete or anything.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like a
yeah.
deep crusher, and then you sprinkle it on, dude. It's money, bro. I'll bring some.
Do you
I'll
have
bring some
a
for the next one.
Patreon,
Dried
though?
pepper flake.
For the.
Because I'll pay you to watch you crush some
Yeah.
peppers.
I'll bring some next time. We'll crush them up.
I'll donate some money. Yeah.
Spicy though.
Yeah,
dude.
makes
Spicy.
Hey, we can get offshore crazy and like do a reverse shot.
So,
So
What
wait,
vegetable
your
would you be?
vegetable.
I would, a jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
Nice,
Jalapeno,
thick,
there you go.
juicy,
Jalapeno.
not
Yeah.
too spicy.
Little brown ridges on the
Yeah,
side.
yeah, nice and
Just
smooth.
brown wrinkles.
Hey,
Would you be
no
charred?
wrinkles.
No brown wrinkles.
No brown
No,
wrinkles.
you ain't
Nice
get
and
enough sun.
smooth. You
I
know,
like that.
just right there.
Just
Just
right there.
firme.
Feed it.
Ooh.
Kind of
The
hot.
firme.
Firme,
hot,
huh?
not really hot.
I'm
I
gonna
did-
Like a bunch of peppers.
I'm an embarrassment.
I'm gonna
of that.
break the theme when I say mine.
The firme.
What, Thai chili?
Orale, ese
No.
miklo. Hey, we don't have a miklo here. I wish we had a miklo.
What's a meatloaf?
Miklo, that's
Miklo?
pull them up. Miklo from
Blood in, blood
Michelob?
out.
Blood in, Blood
beer?
Out, eh?
Yeah, Miklo.
Use me.
Is that a
I'm
Michelob
brown on the
Light?
inside and
like-
white on the outside. Right there. That's Miklo.
Oh, ¿Qué pasó, vato?
Orale.
Do the well, you did that blood in, blood out dance. That's a fun one.
Meatloaf. Dude, I look like a meatloaf.
Yeah, dude.
Bandana.
Nah, you don't. Look at that. Bound by honor.
Oh, bound by
Oh,
honor.
have y'all seen the Cholo Jiu-Jitsu, dude?
Oh.
Yeah, Cholo.
I love Cholo
That's fun.
Jiu-Jitsu.
I'm gonna try some of that one.
What is it called? Cholo MMA?
Cholo MMA.
Cholo-
or something?
Cholo
Yeah,
MMA.
something like
Jiu-Jitsu.
that.
Yeah.
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 Actually,
Hey, so the
funny.
vato has a brand new flannel. You take it and then you choke
And
him
you
with it.
choke 'em
That's
with
called
it.
a flannel choke.
You got some high socks?
You roll up on your bike.
Dang.
And Vato is wearing his Pendleton. So you take that and you wrap his arm and then you triangle him. That's called the
That's funny.
That's so
bicycle
The
triangle.
bicycle triangle choke. The
Oh,
bicycle chain.
you're gonna pull it up.
The bicycle chains.
Hey, we're so far off topic today,
It's
which is great.
It's great.
I tend to
though.
do that.
And you know what? Oh, there he is. There he is. So she's fighting.
I'm just stuck. Eh?
He's out.
He's out.
Yeah. Cholo MMA. Shout out.
Cholo
Great
MMA.
take.
Shout out to Cholo MMA.
Oh shit! Hey, wake up! Wait.
Hey,
Hey, Vato. Oh, there he is.
I thought
there
I
he is.
almost had to do that to somebody tonight.
Cholo MMA.
Really?
Yeah, he's hella
Did they
funny.
And I was, no, and then afterwards I was like, oh, okay, dude, like you need to like,
Wake
Yeah.
up.
Something.
Yeah.
Better tell me something.
Yeah.
Importance of the tap.
yeah, and I was like, oh man, I'd never done that. I would have been freaked out myself.
Yeah. Hey, so yesterday we had the competition class, and I got a belly freaking cramp. Have you guys ever had that? Your belly cramps up, and then it's
In
kind
the
of
sit-ups or just
Like
in the
the
roll?
I started
Or
doing
the
sit-ups.
inside or
Like-
like the ab, the
no,
muscles.
like the muscle.
Okay.
The muscle, right? So then I started laughing more, and that tightened up the muscle more. Which kept the fucking cramp
Feedback,
going.
glute, bro.
Yeah.
Feedback.
Get on one of those
Right?
medicine
Yeah.
balls.
Well, I had to do
You
like
stretch it
that,
out, yeah.
that man yoga. I
No,
call it man
right.
yoga because I don't know how to yoga.
Right, right.
Yeah, me either.
You were just trying to get out of sit-ups. So don't lie.
No, I couldn't. So it goes back to, and I want to segue into being prepared for.
Wait,
a
hold on.
class.
We got to finish the.
Oh,
the
we'll come back
vegetables.
to that.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
I would be iceberg lettuce
Yeah.
Nice and fresh.
because you could
crisp.
have me with every meal,
Fresca
Yeah.
como
Okay.
una lechuga.
especially Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not real
Hey,
lettuce.
is Taco Bell
Hey, Taco
Mexican
Bell-
Be
food?
like,
You're Mexican, correct?
I'm Hispanic, yes sir.
Okay, you're Hispanic. I
I'm
apologize.
Texan actually.
Okay, you're Texan.
Which is different.
Texas.
So it's
So-
different.
Which
Mexican born in Mexico.
Okay,
OG.
Gotcha.
yes.
So
He's
would
OG
you
Mexican.
consider Taco Bell to be Hispanic fast food?
Nah, probably not.
Okay, white tortillas or yellow tortillas?
Both. All the time too, for real.
Flour or corn?
Flour, corn, depends on whatever.
Whatever.
It's the
Yes.
same thing.
Flour or corn,
Taco,
yes.
tortilla, burrito,
Hey,
all
well-
of them. It's the same thing.
I
All the
used
way
meat
across.
yesterday.
Yeah.
20.
So,
Yeah.
but yes,
Yes.
flour, corn, white, yellow.
Got
Green.
This,
What
this
about
big,
blue?
this big,
You're
this
inclusive,
big,
dude.
whatever,
Whoa.
dude. It's Mexican food.
Pete's inclusive, dude. I like
like
that.
that.
Yeah, I like food, man.
Okay,
I'll eat
Pete.
all the time.
Hey, so
okay.
I want to commit to something here. How about we do like a potluck style taco?
Oh.
We gotta talk
here.
about
Taco
food
com-
again.
taco
We haven't
comp
had
or
this episode
taco
15.
Luis
No.
just wants to flex on his with his tortillas, dude.
No, well, yeah, that
A
too.
chuchuri board of tacos.
Episode
but-
15, we haven't had anything.
No. But you bring some tomatoes. What do you do? Any chiles? Any jalapenos? Any serranos? Any?
Yeah, we're doing green hatch peppers
Oh.
and some sweet stuff.
Damn.
Nice.
But when that stuff's, hell yeah, I'll bring it.
And then the tomatoes, when they're like
Ooh.
organic, homegrown like
Yeah, you
that,
put a little bit of
they're
salt and pepper.
super
Pride.
sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
My pride dish is a legit from scratch. Is a enchilada verde, and I use hatch chilies.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
You do that
I
for
do 'em
Pride
three
Month?
ways. So I do them. Yeah, I do. I do a third fresh, a third sautéed, and a third smoked.
Ooh.
Oh.
So
nice.
all
Look at
ingredients
you,
that go
guy.
into that
Oh,
green
yeah.
is a
Oh,
third, a third, a
fancy.
third.
That
The
sounds
onions, the
good.
garlic, the
Yeah.
Are you sure
jalapenos,
you're not Hispanic,
Let's do a
bro? You
potluck.
got
Let's
you
do a
got all the
I'm
flavors.
that Miklo or
We'll do a
whatever.
potluck.
We're gonna order some sunglasses on Amazon and a shirt.
My wife would be proud if I woke her up. Already.
So Pete,
What are
before
they?
you tell us your vegetable, I want to let you know you remind me something. In high school, I had a nickname, and it was Sweet Stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't.
Good. Because I
Sorry.
think I was
My
thinking,
apologies.
I was thinking
everybody.
about the whole time, and I think cantaloupe is just
Cantaloupe.
because it's
Cantaloupe.
sweet
Ooh, 'cause it's sweet.
And
Yep.
juicy,
Gazongas.
and
And
juicy,
big.
and
Yep.
round,
and
Yep.
and
round,
mouth-watering.
and
and
seedy.
satisfying.
A lot of
Squeezable.
seeds in
Ooh,
there.
Yeah,
seedy.
I'm not worried about seeds. I could get over that,
You
baby.
just spit that out.
I would spit it out all day.
How is this happening? It's just a
Pating, pating,
cantaloupe.
pating.
Pating.
I would be like a machine gun with those seeds. Pop, 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 pop,
Oh,
pop, pop,
you
pop,
know
pop.
Texas has a
Seed spitting contest.
seed spitting contest in South
Watermelon.
Texas.
I'm not
No way.
surprised.
Yeah.
What's the
Watermelon.
record?
I think
I
like
think-
17 feet.
that
Yeah,
up.
16, 17 feet.
It's the
Let's do that.
longest.
Let's do that.
Watermelon?
Seed,
Yeah,
dude.
watermelon shoot.
Okay, let's make
I'll
a
hit
guess
that
real
wall
quickly
from here.
before we see it. How far do you think the world record is for spitting a watermelon seed?
17 feet ish.
I'm going to say 22 feet is a world record.
I'm gonna say 25.
World record watermelon seed spitting.
Well, I was just gonna.
Dude,
I
I
was
love
just
this.
gonna do this.
I love the setup, by the way.
Oh my god! And don't tell me that kid did
Wow.
it. Can we
Dude,
get a video?
Can we get him on the podcast?
It's some long, dude.
There's no way.
I want to know your
75
training.
The arch, the trajectory. Like some people
Dude, that's
don't
like
even
a-
like shot put that
Oh,
far.
this guy,
75 feet.
they're
What?
interviewing this guy. This is a serious thing.
That's
Look
like
at
a
this.
sniper.
75 feet.
Dude, we should get Travis back on.
did
here.
Travis, you got to come back on.
There
You
must
got-
have been like some wind factor.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
this.
Okay.
there has
This
to
is
be.
like an art.
Oh, this is Kansas. All right, let's see.
It looks
Let's
like
see.
a
Bring
real
it up,
local
bring it
thing.
up.
Oh, don't tell me that old guy spit 75
No.
Okay, here we go.
No.
There was a handicap of 70 feet.
No, that's.
Is this
no,
at the
that's-
old person homes or what?
Yeah, that's.
Go back to
Yeah.
your
start
Let's
that.
No,
Yeah.
yeah,
Dude, hey, Jamie. Come on, Jamie.
This one?
Yeah, right
pull up
there.
this one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Let's try that
Go
one.
with the one with the kid.
Oh, shit.
No, this
Somebody
uh,
guy is
sounds.
like a.
Oh.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
Mythical
Okay.
bass. But they
Okay.
do go over how.
Here, here's the
that
Guinness
seed did
record.
get shot.
75 feet.
That's how they killed Kennedy. That's why they never found the bullet, the magic
God.
bullet, the seed.
But there was a seed.
There was a seed.
From the grassy knoll.
Bang.
Now they're
Okay,
all
so
looking
this
at
guy-
R.I.P.
Somebody's
Kennedy.
looking at the photos right now to see if somebody was spitting.
This guy has the
And your
record.
conspiracy on that one.
Oh my gosh, we are in a rabbit hole right now.
Oh yeah.
95.
Just hit video at top.
So I
Yeah,
did
there you
EMS for a long time, and the last years was in the communication center
Check that one.
overnight shift.
Uh-huh.
and like 90% of the time was YouTube video. We did a lot, like, and then all of a sudden I'm done with it. I thought I saw every video on that market.
Hard, huh?
This is a hard.
It's hard
This is
to
a hard.
confirm this.
This is a
Well,
hard search
I think
query.
it's one of those things. It's like jiu-jitsu schools where they don't want people to see secrets of their technique,
Yeah,
so they
dude.
don't post it.
Yeah, that could. Yeah, you're
Gotta
absolutely right. Hey, that's that's a fabulous observation.
Some gyms,
You make me proud.
What are you drinking?
Well, I was
It's
drinking.
Popeyes.
No, I didn't have Popeyes because I know you bust my chops.
So
on
is
it.
Taco
just
Bell
wanted to
Mexican
bring
for
up-
you?
Dozen.
It depends what
Popeyes
kind of mood I'm
biscuits.
in. If I
Oh,
say if I say
Little
Turn 'em down.
quesarito,
Honey.
Dairy.
then that's
I'll eat
Mexican.
It depends on how you order it.
Yes.
Okay.
If I say I want me a
Quesadilla?
I want a quesadilla.
I want a
I'm
quiz-
Texan.
Dang.
If I say
Quesadilla?
quesadilla, I'm American. If I say quesadilla, then I'm something.
Then you're something.
Yeah.
Filipino.
Does it
dude.
taste
Filipino.
Does it taste
Confused.
different?
No, sir.
Well-
No Lucia here.
It depends which. I can't answer that.
All right. Let's get back
family
to
show.
preparation. Preparation H. Can you tell us about preparation? No, I'm kidding.
All right. Today's sponsor.
Did we talk about depends last time?
That was just the
We got
beginning
all
of
the
the
sponsors, dude.
Dude,
HEB is our unofficial sponsor, by the way. 'cause
Oh,
we just love
HEB
HEB.
is the competition, dude.
no.
We got
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, that's the
HEB's
unofficial
produce
sponsor of
sucks.
Texas. That's, it is what it is.
Yeah, HEB.
we got community.
Well, we don't. We
They
won't.
know,
Eat,
hey,
we
it's
won't
all
have
good.
fruit
Farms.
or vegetables from
Yeah,
there anymore.
that's all good. Thank you, Johnny. Though.
So for
Yeah.
preparation,
But by the way,
Good looking.
this
Good looking.
episode is not sponsored by Farmer Pete. We just love to help, and that's the whole point
Yeah,
of this.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
That's the whole point of this podcast, right? And to bring our family from Soul Fighters is to make sure that everybody learns about what we do. Because
Right.
like you have such we spent 30 minutes on your story, which was amazing, and it flew.
Yeah.
And everybody has such a wonderful, special story.
Yeah.
And, thank you for sharing that with us. And at the same time, now everybody, that listens to this will know about your business. That was a hobby that you have a passion and love for. And
Right. Thank
that
you.
is that is huge.
It is. It is.
Do you know what? I think I'm gonna sign up for that because
I
that just
am.
going to
Oh,
pick
Laura's going to
vegetables sounds
Yeah.
so much
I sent
fun.
the link to
like
my
so
wife
much
already. I
fun.
know she's
Oh, we
asleep.
did have a
Seriously.
carrot picking year one time. Come pick your own carrots. That was the best ever.
will you
Yeah.
help me pick the carrots?
I stood there and watched, but after like 2 pounds, people wanted to keep on picking. And so like they just like 20 pounds later, and they
Take
just
some of
I
the
was like, cool,
carrots.
thank
Okay.
you,
Okay.
thank you for doing
Actually,
my
I
work.
like-
Yeah.
Oh,
$2,000.
They wouldn't buy 20 pounds though. They'd buy like 2 pounds, 3 pounds.
and then they'd be ready for you to sell.
yeah,
like,
but then
send-
the customer would just keep
Yeah.
on like
Should just shove them back.
just
in the
having
dirt.
fun with their kids,
That's
just
so
picking.
fun for the kids.
Yeah,
too.
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Buy the carrots at HEB, put them in the dirt, and then have them pull them out.
So this is a
It's
business
just an
idea.
experience.
So you should have kids on field trips come out during your harvest season, and they pick all the vegetables, and they do all the work, and then you could sell all the things
Child
they
labor
pick.
laws, Joe.
No, it's a
Sorry.
field trip
an
experience. They
experience.
learn.
It's
All
an
you have to do,
experience.
if you put them on a school bus and you have them do a quiz,
After.
it's a science
know.
like field trip.
Yeah,
The only hey, you know what? The only thing I will not personally pick ever are strawberries.
Why?
That's because
Why?
I'm Mexican.
What
And
does
then
that have to do
they'll
with
confuse me with like
Labor.
the actual
working.
staff.
the actual staff.
God.
That's the only thing. Like
I'm
I'll pick
I
anything
will
else.
pick them all day. and eat
Yeah.
'em.
Well, because you're white.
Well, see, at most of the strawberry places in the
No,
area,
what's
the
wrong with
staff
that?
isn't
No.
on duty when the customers are around. It's like,
Wait, was that bad? No.
yeah, nobody's gonna mistake you.
And then you're too tall. See, like it'll hurt
Yeah,
your back. I'm
they-
short,
yeah.
Mexican.
They'll
I'm
be like,
He's built
I'm
for
Yeah.
strawberry picking.
one
he
of
does
these
have
things,
a point there.
One of
I
these
use my
things does
kids
not
to get the
belong,
stuff closer
kids.
to the ground.
yeah.
You can't use reverse racism to make your racist point.
I'll tell you something that was bad. When I was little, because I was in Orange County and there's a lot of fields, I thought, my dad explained to me, I thought they were playing football because they're all hunched over, like they're ready to
Football
snap.
soccer. Football soccer.
They were
I'm like, hey, are they playing football?
they were hiking
little.
watermelons. That's what they were doing.
And like,
Football.
I don't think my stepdad was ever more disappointed.
Dang.
Because no, they're picking strawberries. Let's go with the preparation because I have a good follow-up.
Preparation. Okay, so
Preparation.
so okay, let's get back to where was I? The cramps.
Yeah.
on my
There's
belly.
Midol for that.
On my belly. Well, you would think, right? But it was like surface level cramps, like my muscular cramps, and it was freaking painful. And I don't think I've ever experienced that. And the more I laughed, the worse it got. And I know Yeppy and Alex, they prepared this really good class for the competition class on Tuesdays. And it was amazing. The whole thing was amazing. It was very challenging. A lot of people were hurting big time.
Brutal, dude.
I mean, I was hurting.
Brutal.
And, I get to the end and we all have to do these sit-ups. And I couldn't do them because I got these muscular cramps. And, I feel like I failed the coaches because, and I talked about it today a little bit, but I should have been prepared. Just like they take the time to prepare for the classes, we must prepare as students with proper hydration, proper gear, proper, and not just when you get there, like throughout the day, mindset. Yeah. So yeah. How do you guys prepare for we'll start with our special guest. How do you prepare throughout the day for that sort of
the day of that I choose
that you do jiu-jitsu?
Yeah. I pretty much just treat it like a normal day. I eat plenty of food, plenty of water for sure, especially now the season's coming. But when it comes to like diet and exercise and stuff like that, like my point of view on that is like y'all do too much damn stuff, man. Like in general, people
You're doing too much.
I'm not monitoring my intakes. I eat vegetables. I eat a lot of them. But
a lot of potassium.
Yeah, and all the minerals and stuff like that are in there, and the meat, and
But can we agree that you have like a very active
I'm physically active.
lifestyle?
I'm
right?
very physically active. If I'm not moving, I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Like honestly, that's my task.
You're resting.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
resting.
So like maybe about noon, now that it's getting hotter, 1 o'clock, I'll go in for a 30-minute nap, 40-minute nap, midday siesta.
I'm all about the siesta, dude.
me
I'm a
too.
siesta guy for sure.
But I'm doing that just to recharge for the rest of the day, and then I'm off, dude. I'm off physically doing stuff. I'll go back outside and do something. But as far as like diet and intake, I just making sure I don't dehydrate and go to a heat stroke. That's pretty much. But outside of that, like nutrients and exercise regimens and all that stuff, I don't have that planned like a lot of people do, like where it's like, oh, I'm gonna do this stringent, boom, boom, boom. I do got my specifics. I'm walking around the property every morning. I do a lot of walking. I like to say I like to walk a rut in the fields, but a productive rut, because I don't walk on the bed, so I walk in the same over and over. But I'm putting in like 9 miles daily, just walking alone. Jesus. And my heart rate is constant,
bro.
Like constant. I can hear my heart constant.
So you got a good pace. You're like moving too.
Yeah.
You're not like strolling and.
That explains it.
I'm doing this. I'm doing this all day.
Yeah.
Peaks and flows,
Moving
and
with
flows.
purpose.
Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Christopher? How do you prepare for that kind of competition type of competition class type of day? Because those are intense.
So I switched my workout schedule, so I don't do a morning workout on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I can concentrate on it. I've moved to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I wake up at 3:40. I'm at the gym at 4. I'm there till right at probably 5:15, 5:30, and then come in on Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
3:40 a.m.
Yeah.
That's earlier than I wake up.
Damn.
And then I'm back, so I go to work, which is I'm walking 7-8 miles a day, just with the amount of foot traffic.
Yeah.
And then on the mats. So part of the prep.
I don't want to answer this out of these two.
Can we just
Can we skip me?
I'm gonna edit.
Yeah.
Part of the prep is all day. Like my prep will start the night before. And if I don't start the prep the night before, then the morning workout's not going to happen. And then my day kind of goes to shit at work. And then I come in not as charged and ready for the class. I don't mind coming in sore and maybe tired, but I don't want to be in a hole because I didn't prep the night before.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
night before, I'm out of respect for the other people in the house. I have my workout clothes that I'm going to step into already set out in a different space. My clothes are already in the car. I mix my pre-workout. I have my lunch already packed in the refrigerator, so all I got to do is move it to my cooler. It takes me 15 minutes to get out of the house, and boom, I'm gone.
Like I said, I don't do
Jeez.
all.
So that's the
there's
polar
lot.
opposite.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah,
But he
similar probably.
organic vegetables.
and
and
Well, I'm
but
sure I'm not.
but
He's not
Rebecca's
chowing
not
down
gonna- yeah,
Whataburger every night.
No, Rebecca is.
Yeah.
I mean, with her
sorry,
in the
Whataburger,
gym,
you're
we're
good.
really tight on the diet, so I'm not eating
Yeah.
and I'm a big calories in, calories out.
Yeah.
If you don't exceed the calories you're putting in, then you'll have issues. So, but because I am active,
Yeah.
I do walk. I'm on a type of job that
Yeah.
does that. I don't mind slipping and eating a shitty meal because I'm
Oh,
probably
for sure.
calorie deficient to start with.
Yeah.
But it will kick my butt going into class. If I eat a late, horrible lunch, I'm like, oh, dude. This
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're dragging ass
So-
during training. Yeah.
Moving to this new project, I started a new thing to continue the prep is making my own breakfast, and I make my own lunch, and it's packed, ready to go. So one, I'm not financially being tied down to the
Crap.
food
The Taco
Yeah,
Bell.
yeah.
all the way
Right,
down and all
right.
that.
Popeyes.
And I get to recharge on my schedule.
Right.
So that is the
Dairy
prep
Queen.
is like it goes back to his feed myself, make sure, and I drink a lot of water, and then that way I feel okay coming into class.
Nice. Thank you.
There's some days
shit.
you come in like, ooh, doing that same routine. You're like, oh man, I'm still charged. And some days you'll come in same routine, and you're like, oh man. And then other days
yeah.
same routine, and you'll get there and it's like, ooh.
Yeah, but once you get
minor.
warmed up, though.
Oh yeah. Two
Fire-
rolls in.
The fire is there. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Johnny?
Dude.
How
I
do you-
can't wait to hear this.
So like, so I work like a pretty chill freaking job, right? Like I work from home. I'm in my desk, or I'm like on the sofa, like doing laptop stuff. Seriously. So like the stuff you guys, I'm serious. So like the stuff you guys are saying is like kind of like
he
mind
walks
blowing. It's a little bit mind
1
blowing.
mile a day to get a beer out of the fridge when he
Seriously.
takes a break.
Yeah. I put my fridge on the other side of the house,
On
right?
the other side.
And the only thing, like, but just like they're saying, right, is like I'm drinking electrolytes like maybe an hour or two before training, and I have PBJ. We were talking about PBJ.
Yeah,
you need
yeah.
something that's gonna
Sandwich, for
last
sure.
you throughout the workout, and then the
Fats.
whole workout. I'm also drinking electrolytes, and I throw a little bit of creatine in there too,
Ooh,
just to like
creatine.
Yeah.
get that pump
See?
too. Yeah, sprinkle it in there. There you go.
I need
try
to find out what vegetables
Yeah.
creatine's in, because
Right?
I won't do something like that.
Yeah.
I tried avoiding at least like caffeine, like the pre-workouts. No caffeine past 3 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, I try to do it
In the morning, I'm a coffeeholic.
Yeah.
I want my coffee. I claim that as hydration because it's made of
Yeah,
water.
it has made it a while.
But at 3 o'clock, caffeine needs to stop.
Yeah.
That would be my only.
That's a
like-
good call too.
Yeah, see,
yes.
I'll do a cup
Yeah.
of coffee at 3, 4.
Yeah.
I'll do a cup
Doesn't-
of coffee in a little bit.
It ain't no thing.
It ain't no thing.
What about you, sir? How do you
Well,
prepare?
they're talking about either moving or not moving and eating and diet, but to me, and we'll talk more about this next time, this Mind Gym book that my friend here got me, it's about mindset. So what I do is I try to prepare myself. I try to think like someone's done a big wrong to me. Like someone has
Give a
like,
vendetta.
yeah, like someone's tried to take my
Inigo, you're like Inigo
kidnap
Montoya,
my
bro.
kids or my daughters, or say something about my brothers or my friends, or they're trying to colonize my people. And then I sit there and then I do an offering to whatever God I'm praying to that day, and I light a couple candles, and then I slaughter an animal and I put blood on my face, and then I flog myself with a whip. And then what I do is I sit there and then I pull names out of a hat.
Stop.
What is wrong
Stop.
with you?
Stop. Dude. Stop.
Wait, did you just wake up?
Stop.
Oh,
Did you
you
black
guys
out?
want to know my routine is. And then I go
No,
there.
we're talking about jiu-jitsu, not your cult.
The Joe Colt.
Dude,
The joke.
the Jacolt. I did Jacolt.
Did you call?
The Jacolt.
Have you drink the Joe Colt yet?
If you drinking hey, that'd be cold Kool-Aid, but you know what happens with that. So,
Everybody goes to sleep?
Yeah.
yeah, it's not because of rear naked chick.
They go to Joe Sleep.
What I
Joe Sleep with Joe Cola?
I think what I try to do is I try to think. I need to be better about. I know Johnny's helped me with this, like electrolytes and eating better. But for me, I try to think about the purpose. Like when I go in today, what do I want to get out of the training session, based on how I feel? It's just okay. Do I kind of want to work on a different technique? Why am I working on cardio? Do I want to focus on helping others more than me learning? Because so to me, it's a mental thing.
That says the guy that wants to burn all the villages, all the people in the village.
He wanted to mentally burn them. He's not physically gonna.
Oh.
go
Oh
burn
no!
them.
I'll
He wants to mentally burn them.
Kerosene is a great thing, dude.
But do you know what? You touched on something actually kind of interesting, right? Is like the mental prep. I think especially for comp class lately, comp class has been getting harder. In my opinion, I feel like it's getting harder.
Do you think you have to mentally prep for that though?
Dude, yesterday, I don't know. Can we?
And not being I'm not. This is not a jerk question. Why? One, like, what is the mindset change between a normal class and a comp class?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you.
We're going outside the physical drilling. It's the mental side.
So let me tell you, yesterday. You left early. There
Yeah.
was.
Oh,
I want to talk about this for a
question.
second, dude. We got to talk about
Let's
this.
explain
Injury
something.
issues.
So we did
gonna have
we
to
did
go
the
to one of these
full
comp classes.
we did the full comp class as normal, and then the last like 20 minutes there was basically a tournament where only the losers stayed in.
That's my
Okay.
favorite.
And it was mentally like I was kind of like stressing a little bit, and it was a position that I really sucked at too. So I was like, man, I really don't want to be the loseriest loser of the practice. And it was literally like a bracket. Like instead of people winning and going to the top, people were losing and going
And
to
you
the
had
top.
to win 3 in a row, and if
And
you
you had
lost,
to-
you had to start all over.
Yeah. And so like
Good
people
Lord.
were starting to get out, and they were bouncing out, and you would win 2, and then you'd be on your third one. You'd be about to win, and someone would steal it from you. You'd have to start over, dude. And the last 3 people, I'm not gonna
was
say who they
brutal.
were. They all had to do round robin on each other. It was like another mini tournament.
Yeah.
And you get sit-ups when you lose a round too. On top
Yeah,
of it,
and everybody is watching, and it's like, it was so.
You're suffering in front of everybody's vision.
It was a seriously
I wanna go to one of these.
mentally
I'm gonna go to-
It's good, and
stressful
It is very
practice.
I'll tell you the reason why I've cut early quick is one, I have a knee thing that's come up. I mean, I feel like I'm old, and so injuries take longer to heal.
Don't say that.
But with that is during those sessions, because I know the intent and purpose is get as close to competition 100, 110%. I don't want to limit you trying to reach that level because I'm asking you to go easy on an injury that I have.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I got that.
And I can't give 110% for that competition feel because I'm being held back. And so out of what I call it's my own respect wall.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I would love to be in there, and it eats me up that I'm not, but I know I'm not going to be out. I'm going to have to prep him. Hey, dude, take it easy on my knee. In a tournament, that's never going to damn happen.
No. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's going to cut through. He's going to slice on the, and if he knows I'm injured, he's going to take any one of us would see
Even
that.
more.
Oh,
even
yeah,
more.
You see
It's a
tape
target.
on a, yeah,
It's a
you see
target.
tape on
Yeah,
a wrist
yeah.
or a knee, you're like, oh, okay.
I'm going
Or
for that.
it could be a distraction and be like, that's my strong knee.
Yeah.
That's my
My
strong
strong
knee.
hand.
Put it on the other
strong
side.
hand.
Put it on the other side.
Come on, strong, yeah. You walk out to the mat with a fake limp, and then you go into flying triangle.
Kamash,
We gotta
and then
pull
you're
that
just
up.
like, whoa,
Hey, that's strategy, psychology.
It is reversed.
Grab my strong hand.
Hey, what's your least favorite or your weakest position in jiu-jitsu?
Ooh.
Sorry.
I would say getting like past guard. Past people.
So side control. Being in side control.
Once I get there, I'm good at it, but it's like when somebody has me in their spider, like I can't break down the spider far enough to get past it just yet.
Oh.
Like that's my dilemma. And then
It's good to know.
yeah. And then I would say getting out of back control with some people. Like
I'm sorry.
it is what it is.
What about you? What's your weakest?
Not trying to be funny. I think what I
We've got about 5 minutes on this podcast, by the way.
yeah, but I'm gonna say something funny so everyone can wait here.
gonna take him
It's about
15
about creating suspense. I think for me, it's the side control again, bottom side control. What can I do? But it's not about being in that. It's about, for me, allowing that to happen. So it's kind of like, why am I in bottom side control? I know everyone's there, but I think I allow it too much. So for me,
I think you
that's it.
allow it too much too.
You being serious?
Yeah, I'm being
Right.
serious.
Oh, like pulling like
Yeah.
into side control.
I don't get serious until until I'm in deep water. I'm
Yeah.
like, whatever.
That's kind of how I'm feeling like here recently is like if I'm under pressure is not pain. I'm not gonna just tap to that anymore. Like I've told myself that. Like
I'm different. I'm a different roller when I roll with the black belts than I do with the other ones.
Well,
Like,
rightfully
I'm,
so.
I'm completely different. I know that, but I don't know. It's a mental block.
Oh, me, my weakest? Oh, it's the paper cutter. I still got to work on it.
He's
Oh, jeez, you paper.
I felt
cutter.
it.
Honestly, though, what is
Yeah.
your?
I
What's your
really
worst-
want to say he's a whore for saying that because he's gonna bait everybody into it. I
Right.
hear him calling it out. Now
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, paper cutter."
It's still my
What
weakest.
What is honestly your weakest position?
It is.
Come
I
on.
feel that's my
Come
weakest.
on.
I need to work on it
That's
more.
that's a bullshit
No,
answer. Come
no,
on.
I swear.
So
That's a sniping
offensive
question.
offensive
That's a
position or
snipe.
defensive
It's like Joe saying
position.
wrist locks are his
Yeah.
weakness.
So, okay.
Offensive.
So defensive position.
No. Defensive. I'll tell you when
That's
somebody
the answer you want.
gets their arm behind my neck. That's why I'm so good at like not allowing it.
Being stuck there.
Yeah.
I was having something with that neck control.
Oh, I
back head
hate
control.
that.
Yeah.
I'll drop everything just to get out of
To
that.
prevent
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Oh, love it.
I'll give everything up just as long as I can get to side control or
Yeah.
side.
Yeah,
Just
get your neck
go
free.
sideways.
Get
Yeah.
your
yeah,
neck free.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. I cannot stand that. I love mount all day. Like you can have like as much weight on me. I'm comfortable there. It's like cozy and all.
Yeah, that pressure.
a
like
warm
it's not-
embrace.
yeah.
Well, yeah,
It's
you're
a
like,
warm
oh, thank you
embrace.
for loading yourself on me. And
Yeah.
you have a
Little
good,
oopa.
you have a very good sneaky way of popping out.
Yeah, I like that one.
Getting my open guard passed. I like open guard positions. I like to transition to Spider X. I'm learning how to get into De La Hiva
Yeah.
like effectively. It's maintaining a contact with the person in front of me so they
Yes.
can't Toriando, and adapting to the knee cuts and the slices. I want to learn to be better at breaking an opponent down as they're coming in. And
Okay.
I don't want to get I don't want to get past to where you mentally go, I'm getting past.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to get in a better position to where I could fend it off, set myself up. So to me is not let my open guard get past. Would be my the main weakness I am now, because Yeppy is teaching how to pass guard. There's been a couple guys who have gotten some one-on-one or deeper training with him of
Yeah.
how to pass guard. I have been singling them out to play my open guard and just get wrecked. But also at the same time, like trying to remember how I got out of position, how they passed my hips, how they pinned me down.
Yeah.
So if I can counter that on a consistent basis on a few of our big meteor guys,
Yeah.
I think I'll be okay.
Then you're good. Yeah.
I'm okay. So that right now is my weakness that I'm focused
I know
on.
what Johnny's is.
Finish it up, Johnny. Finish it up.
So I can close guard, dude. And that's all we did yesterday. It was close guard. It was like 3 hours.
Wait, you being in closed guard?
On his back.
Anything close guard.
He
On
looked
your
like a
back?
turtle on its
Really?
back. Like, oh my
Anything close
God.
guard. Worse, if I'm on my back and I have the close guard, I suck at that position. I just reset to neutral. I'm just like, if I can get back to neutral from here, that's a win.
Is it from
What's
wrestling?
neutral?
Like just getting back
Yes.
to
Just
sitting.
separate.
Yeah, separate.
Hand
Just
slap again.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like if I can get them off of me and then get back like to on my knees, then I'm happy there, right?
But I would assume that's from your wrestling. Like,
Yeah, getting
just not
pinned.
being on your back is one.
Yeah.
But you should have some like ninja ass defenses.
No, I don't know. I think I got to learn like a scissor sweep or something. I got to do something
Oh,
because I
Lord.
suck. I suck.
Butterfly sweeps.
Butterfly sweep. Like I'm okay in butterfly and like I've been working on the shoulder crunch and stuff, right?
Shoulder crunch.
But just closed guard, it's just bad news for me.
Can I ask a follow-up question? So since we admitted what our worst things are, how do you guys handle that real quickly?
And for that, I think we're gonna have to leave it for episode
Ooh,
6.
that's a good that's a cliffhanger.
It's a
That is-
cliffhanger.
yeah.
We're gonna write in our responses. We'll write them in.
Yep,
Google
yep,
format.
yep. All right,
Okay.
so let's break it down. Break down episode 50. Wait. Yeah,
15.
15.
15 on the 14th.
Break it down.
So thank
Break it
you,
down, break it down.
Farmer Pete, EMT Pete, Motorcycle
welcome.
Pete, Jits Pete for being here.
Graffiti
What's
Graffiti.
tonight?
Pete,
And then we have the
nice
action,
go.
yeah, and we have the action figures coming out soon as we work it together.
That
I
would be
can't
cool.
wait
Do
to
we
see
order
what it looks
They
like.
said that
Yeah.
that strong hard plastic, not that stuff.
So what was neat, it's a different angle, just like our other guest, is just how you were able to leverage something that was a hobby into a passion project. So congratulations for that.
Oh, thank you.
That's very inspiring.
Farmer Pete, we're gonna get a custom figurine of the Farmer Pete in the overalls.
Oh, I
What
love that.
is this?
Look at that.
I like that.
We're gonna print that out for you.
Yeah, we
Be a
might have to write that
superhero.
up. And then the next thing is why Pete, just about Jits and his why, he just wanted something different, and it seems like that's
found
fine
it.
too.
Yeah, it's fun.
And then about CSAs, which was eye-opening for a lot of us, to the point that some of us weren't even, I don't think we were aware of them.
No.
And
We
then
weren't.
now I'm very interested, so thank you for promoting that.
Oh, thank
and
you.
I know I'll be talking to my wife and my in-laws about that. And then Pete, you were taking us through this words of power. I know Luis has helped me with negative talk. Richard has helped me with negative talk. Both these guys helped me with being positive, not necessarily negative talk, but not doing things to basically work against me with affirmations and
Like
wonder.
arson.
And then we had the car, which was wonder, which is great.
Wonder.
Yeah.
Wonder.
You
Yeah.
say like arson?
Like arson, trying to pull you away from arson.
And then we ended with
So violent.
preparation and how we get ready for that. And then also what we're not good at, but I think it's just, again, like the saying, I'm sure we've heard it, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. So what we
I like
do-
that. I like that at the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
I failed to prepare.
Yeah, and so with us, with admitting some things, the next podcast, okay, so how do we prepare so that we're better? But it's a wide, eclectic, just like a lot of episodes, but it was very fun. Thank you, Pete.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Pete, what
Guys,
do you got?
appreciate it.
What do you got? Parting words.
Thank you guys for having me. It was fun. Learned a lot. Like honestly, I love learning people, man. It's just fun stuff. Eat your vegetables for sure. Full of nutrients,
There you
vitamins.
go.
You don't have
Yeah.
to like, or you can eat some grandma's cotzamate versus a spoonful of salt, dude. Like, God, damn. I'm still like, I was like, But yeah, no, it was a great day. Class was fun. It's great stuff, and life's good, man. It's just keep on growing. Oh, if you don't know, what was that one quote that I saw? Adversity. If we didn't challenge ourselves against adversity, then we would never change. We'd still be single-celled amoebas, like because of adversity,
Yeah.
right? So every time something's difficult in front of us, as we get by it, we grow, we get smarter, we get better, we move forward, and that's a wonderment.
That's a good one. Little micro mutations. I like that. I like
I
that.
like that.
Hashtag deep. Yeah. Yeah. No, it was awesome. Awesome having you, Pete. I think I'm definitely going to sign up for this. Community supported farm
Agriculture,
thing.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Agriculture. It's so cool. CSA.
It's so cool.
Acre Farms. If folks want to check it out,
Acre
it's pretty cool.
Farms.
Yeah.
.com/CSA.
I'm excited for you. I feel like when I figured out you were a farmer, told my kids, like, I met a guy who's got one of the last lost arts,
Oh,
Yeah.
right?
Or the
Like,
first start.
one of the right. It's the first art, but it's
but
it's slowly becoming
For
like
sure.
whittling down, whether it be policy or whatever is going on. Thank you for getting out there and growing,
No,
and teaching other people, and making it an experience. Not, I mean, I hope it's profitable for you, and that's the end goal. But
Yes.
I think teaching others that it is possible to go from a household garden, and then you could sustain
scale it up,
others and scale it
for
up.
sure.
So scalable. The wonder, it just ties into what you do. So I appreciate, love having you here. The guys here, man, out to the Jiu-Jitsu family. As you have said it, Luis, this is your opportunity, our opportunity to share, because we don't have the time to really share in class, and I know we want to.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
So thank you for sharing.
No, yeah, definitely.
Appreciate it.
I love that.
Thank
That's
you.
all I got.
Yeah, and on that note, that is the whole purpose of this. And I spoke with Professor Bruno about this, where I want to invite everybody from the academy. That way we learn about each other. Like people, like the jiu-jitsu, jiu-jitseros at our academy, their mind is going to be blown learning about this,
Yes.
about what
Yeah,
you do.
yeah. I mean,
This is
just with the
so good.
podcast, mine was blown, like the people that have come through.
Yeah.
Everyone has a story,
exactly.
man.
Yeah, for
Learn
sure.
a little bit about
Yeah,
them,
they
yeah.
all do. Yeah.
Yeah, and on that note, I want to thank you for making the time. I know it's late, and you guys are making the time and making the sacrifice to be out here this late. And also, I want to thank our subscribers and our viewers.
Hell yeah.
On YouTube, we do have something like 26 or 36. But
Thank
but
you.
but let me
Don't
tell
get
you.
it out
Let me
there,
tell you
guys.
something. I know it may not. It may seem like a small amount. I mean, it's 25, but those 25 are very special.
Oh, for
Imagine
sure.
having 25 people here.
Oh,
That
that's-
would be a
that's
ton
amazing.
of people.
Yeah, yeah.
So I appreciate that. And on Spotify, we got some pretty good. We got like 56
numbers.
subscribers.
No way.
Good numbers.
Yes.
sir.
No way.
Yeah. So,
Really?
Nice.
No way.
so we got an audience
Yeah,
of
that's
about getting
That's
closer to
5
100.
stories tall, bro. That's
Yeah.
That's a 5-story
So-
building.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so the
Love
way I want you all to look at it is just imagine having those 75 people here as an audience.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got to be grateful for that.
Well, I think of each of
And
these.
you should be.
Like
should be.
Pete,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
they're like all of you out there listening or watching. You're like little seeds, and you're sexy, you're bountiful,
And you
you're
know,
nurturing,
clap your hands.
Voluptuous.
and voluptuous and
Yeah.
bountiful and all that. So thank you.
Voluptuous. See, how many is that? 27, right?
27.
Yeah,
27.
27.
Right, that is
Oh.
That's
good.
just on YouTube.
That's just on YouTube.
That's
yeah.
just on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Spotify, we have more.
Yeah.
What about your Instagram accounts?
Instagram, yeah. I
What's
haven't
that
been
called?
I haven't been keeping
or
up with
Facebook.
it.
Do you have Facebook also?
Yeah, it's on Instagram as well. Pinche podcast, ATX. But
But
yeah.
Spotify and YouTube
Spot-
are the top.
yeah,
Finding
well,
locations?
it's I think we got something like 37 followers on Instagram, but we just launched that, and
Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
haven't really been focusing on it.
Yeah.
Right,
But
right.
I think every single one, every single member, every single subscriber,
all count.
like they all count.
For
They're
sure.
very-
Like,
100%.
like your garden, it's all
Yeah.
organic.
Yeah,
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 it's all
for
organic.
sure.
Yeah, yeah, it's
100%.
just-
And a
yeah.
lot of manure,
Wow.
And a lot of, yeah. Well,
especially for me.
I learned that tonight. That's for damn sure.
And on that note, on 3, we're gonna do. We got
I
this
got
thing.
it.
Little flex,
Okay, you already know
little
what's up.
flex.
All right, on 3, ready? Count it.
1, 2,
Tres.
3.
Hold on. We gotta redo. What the heck was that? Like, it's
Am I counting?
That was
yeah,
a
you're
weed.
counting down.
Okay.
It's like 3, 2, 1. And be excited. Come on. Chest up. Big chest. Chin
Get
up.
that.
All right,
100
guys.
All right, ready?
Thank you,
Ready?
Pete.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Eat your vegetables.
Eat your vegetables.
Relaxada, relaxa, não passa nada, ainda raspo de novo prata. Nascido